been shown to be more than a simple either-or question. Here are a few lines from a letter Daniel Webster, a Dartmouth alumnus and hero to the college, wrote in 1804 at the age of 22 to the 23-year-old James Hervey Bingham, his intimate from their college days. I don't see how I can live any longer without having a friend near me. I mean a male friend. Yes, James, I must come. We will yoke together again. Your little bed is just wide enough. Was Daniel Webster gay? Did he love James? Did they have a sexual relationship? If so, what did this mean for his 2 marriages later in life? Is this queer history? The last 10 years of teaching LGBT studies has, for me, been a continual process of trying to figure out what is LGBT history. How do we understand it? How do we use it to think about the past? How do we use it to think about the present and the future? I certainly would have liked to quote Webster's words while moderating "Don't Yell Fag" from the porch. What would the students have thought about Webster's obsessive desire to lie in bed with his friend James once again and hold him fast to his body? Or what if I had told them that poet Richard Hovey, who wrote the lyrics to the school's alma mater, was also a lover of men, and although married and an ardent feminist, socialized in gay male circles in America and Europe? Oscar Wilde once famously hit on him at a party. Would it have been another reason for their not shouting faggot as frequently? Would this have queered Dartmouth for them? One of the reasons for titling this book A Queer History of the United States is an attempt to queer how we think about American history. The questions of this book are much larger than who might have been gay in the past or had sexual relations with their own sex. Over the past 40 years, a great deal of incredible scholarship on LGBT history has been written, and I have drawn extensively upon it, rethought it, and synthesized it here. What follows is a long meditation on not only LGBT history, but, because it is inseparable, all of American history. After 2 years of thinking and writing, I want to start by suggesting that there are 2 crucial concepts to consider when examining LGBT history in the United States. The first is that the contributions of people whom we may now identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender are integral and central to how we conceptualize our national history. Without the work of social activists, thinkers, writers, and artists such as Bois, Walt Whitman, Emily Dickinson, Martha Calamity Jane Canary Burke, Edith Guerrier, County Cullen, Ethel Waters, Bayard Rustin, Roy Cohn, Robert Mapplethorpe, Cherry Moraga, and Lily Tomlin, we would not have the country that we have today. Women and men who experienced and expressed sexual desires for their own sex and those who did not conform to conventional gender expectations have always been present in both the everyday and the imaginative life of our country. They have profoundly helped shape it, and it is inconceivable and ahistorical to conceptualize our traditions and history without them. The second, and slightly counterintuitive key concept, is that LGBT history does not exist. By singling out LGBT people and their lives, we are depriving them of their centrality in the broader sweep and breadth of American history. The impulse to focus on lives that have been shunned, marginalized, censored, ignored, and hidden in the past and in previous histories of the United States has been revolutionary in the growth of a vibrant LGBT community. This impulse is part of a larger social and political movement of Native American, African American, Latino Latina, and other marginalized identities and cultures to reclaim and celebrate our lost histories. Although as an identity, LGBT has, as we will see, a much newer history than other identities. But it is equally important to understand that this is a transitional moment in history that has emerged in the past 40 years precisely because those marginalized groups were so deeply dismissed. If LGBT history resides in the queer space of being both enormously vital and non-existent, can we even write and speak about it? How do we uncover and explicate the past so that it brings new understandings to popular culture and scholarly pursuits alike? How will this history resonate with our understanding of our own contemporary and historic lives?